Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's discuss NXT for May the 31st, 2022. We're going to do the review for the Go Home show. And we are going to do the predictions for In Your House, which is this Saturday. So let's go ahead and get into the show, shall we? But before we do, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below. Let's go ahead and get started. So we kick things off with Roderick Strong and Damon Kemp. Strong cuts a promo talking to the Creed brothers saying, hey, look, you guys have the night off. Then we go into the first match, Pretty Deadly versus Roderick Strong and Damon Kemp. This is a pretty decent little match. Towards the end, the Creeds, they come down, and one of them gets involved. He gets on the ring apron. He gets hit by the NXT Tag Team Championships, one of the belts. And then Roddy takes the L, takes the W. He takes the L from Pretty Deadly via the split milk for the 1, 2, 3. Later on in the night, Roddy's still pissed. He's like, look, man, I told you guys to stand in the back. I didn't need you guys at all. And then Ivy Now, she goes to bat for the Creed and says, look, Julius was trying to save you and everything, and Roddy didn't want to hear it. He said it didn't matter to me. I was going to win via DQ regardless. So to me, a win's a win. This is interesting. I like this. And then Roddy also says, if the Creeds, if they don't win, you guys are out of Diamond Mine. You're done. So I'm like, damn, this is really good shit right here. Moving on. Then we had the Tony D'Angelo and sit down. Tony D'Angelo and Santos Escobar sit down. This is really good. They were on a yacht, both teams, and so Tony D'Angelo calls Santos Escobar a prick, and everyone's cutting promos and jaw jacking and talking shit, and then Tony's like, "Look, let's just finish this shit. Let's just do a 6-man tag." And we're going to raise the stakes. So whichever team wins has to join the other faction. So this is interesting. So I do like this. We will talk about this during the preview and predictions part of the video. But I did enjoy that. It was really, really good shit. Really good segment. That yacht looks pretty damn cool. Moving on, Cora Jade versus Elektra Lopez. Oh my God, Elektra Lopez. Oof. Sexy ass. Oh my God. Damn, that girl is bad. Woo-wee. Oof. I love me some Elektra Lopez. So Elektra Lopez basically dominates majority of the match. Towards the end, Cora Jade is able to get a small bit of offense in. She hits a face buster on Lopez. Then she does a running pop-up knee, and she's able to capitalize from that into a top rope senton for the 1, 2, 3. I like Cora Jade. She's cool and all, but man, her strikes are fucking awful. Oh my God. This girl just needs to stick to just doing a bunch of flips and kicks. I'm serious, because this girl cannot grapple at all. Oh my God. This girl is terrible when it comes to that. Terrible. She needs some work. Moving on, Wesley, he cut a promo saying, he's glad that Zion is finally medically cleared. And he says as long as he has breath in his body, he's going to take the fight to Zion Quinn. And then Sanga, he comes up and offers words of encouragement to Wesley saying, "Look, fight with your heart. You have the heart of a giant, and I'm there for you." So this is kind of interesting. I like where it's going. This match did piss me off. Zion Quinn got a shit ton of offense in, and then towards the end, Zion Quinn was going to go for his finish. Wesley dodged, and he rolled him up for the 1-2-3. I fucking hate that shit. Oh my god, it pissed me off. It pissed me off, man. This is some bullshit. Straight up bullshit. So that was that. Moving on. We had the Women's Championship Summit involving Toxic Attraction, Wendy Chu, Kaden Carter, and Katana Chance. This was a complete and utter clusterfuck, a waste of time. Gigi needs to do better on her promo. Mandy cut a really good promo. The crowd was chanting, sign the contract. Carter and Chance cut really good promos here. They sounded really good. Wendy was just basically just like, look, sign the contract. And then a brawl ensued, and then Mandy Rose was put through a table, and the baby faces stood tall. So it is, it is what it is. Moving on, we had Solo Sikoa versus Duke Hudson. Earlier in the night, they had an interaction, and basically Solo was talking to Grimes and saying, look, I got next. Then out comes Duke Hudson, and he's jaw-jacking and saying, look, that's fine, man, but, hey, I beat Bron last week, so that counts for something. He's like, nah. Solo's like, nah, that don't count for shit in my world. And so he's like, all right, well, that's fine. And then Solo challenges him to a match, and Duke's like, all right, I'll see what I can do. So that was some pretty good shit right there. But Solo wins via the Uso Splash for the 1-2-3. Then we had Grayson Waller taking on Josh Briggs earlier in the night. Grayson's, just running his mouth. Got a good little promo. Made fun of Briggs and Jensen. And then Briggs challenged him to a match. So Grayson wins via the stunner, the rolling stunner. I fucking hate the move. It's so stupid. Von Wagner caused the distraction, and I cannot stand Von Wagner. I just can't. I do think that Grayson Waller, I love his character. He gets the business. He's great. He truly is great. He'll be extremely fine on the main roster. Same thing with Zion Quinn. I think both of them just need a little bit more character development. And I think that they both will do well on the main roster. Like, Zion Quinn especially. Vince is going to take one look at this guy and like, damn it, pal, push him to the moon. Damn it, just push him to the fucking moon. Moving on. Ivy Nile taking on James. Kiana James. Kiana James, my bad. So, earlier in the night, basically, James, she was talking shit to Ivy Nile, saying, that the Creeds have a 12% chance of beating Pretty Deadly. And then, so, that pissed off Ivy Nile. She jacks her up and challenges her to a match. And she says, well, how's my chance? What's the percent of my chance of, what's the percent of me kicking your ass? So that was pretty good. But in the end, Ivy Nile wins, but James, she was able to counter her dragon sleeper, and then Ivy picks up the win via a really good power slam for the win. So I was kind of shocked by that. Then we had the main event, which is really, really good. Really good shit here. Cameron Grimes taking on Nathan Frazer. These guys work extremely well together. I like Nathan Frazer. He's going to do well. Only thing he needs is just a really good persona and a really good character. The guy can go. Obviously, with him being trained by Seth Rollins, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, in my opinion. Really good match here. Grimes wins via the cave-in. Post-match, Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes, they hit the ring. They attempt to beat down Cameron Grimes, but to no avail. Cameron Grimes was able to fight off the heels, and then Mello and Grimes stare each other down, and that's how they go off the air. So, yeah, it was a pretty okay episode of NXT. Could have been better, but it is what it is. Okay, now let's go for the prediction, shall we? So, I forgot to mention Bron Breakker and Joe Gacy. I almost forgot the match. This was their final segment that they had. So basically, Gacy did a really good little vignette, running down Bron and everything else, and, how he can't keep his composure, and how he's just like his pops and his uncle, and a bunch of shit like that. Bron was about to destroy a television, but he was able to keep us cool, and they didn't really interact at all. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like this is the go home show. Like, there was no interaction at all. So I don't know, and I'm not really invested in the story. I'm just over the whole Gacy and Bron Breakker feud. I'm really over that. I am. I truly am. But anyway, let's go over the match card, shall we? So let's start off with Pretty Deadly versus the Creed Brothers for the NXT Tag Team Championships. I think what's going to happen here is the Creeds, they're going to win. I think that Roderick Strong and Damon Kemp will get involved, but it'll backfire, and the Creeds will end up winning, and you can still kind of feud Diamond Mine together, have Roddy and Kemp turn on the Creeds. I think that's what they're gonna do with that. I feel you could bring Pretty Deadly on the main roster, especially since Max Dupree, aka LA Knight, aka Eli Drake, is doing a stable, male models or whatever it's called, on the main roster. Those two would be a perfect fit. I do think that's what's going to happen. I think that the Creed Brothers will win, and they're just going to feud with Diamond Mine, being Roddy and Damon Kemp. Moving on, we have Toxic Attraction taking on Caden Carter and Katana Chance for the NXT Women's Championships, Tag Team Championships. Toxic Attraction is due for the main roster, but I don't think that's going to happen until probably after SummerSlam. I hate to say it, you could have Caden Carter and Katana Chance, win, which they probably will end up doing, and that's gonna be my pick. So that's why I think they're gonna end up winning, and then we'll probably have Toxic, do a rematch around SummerSlam weekend, something like that. So maybe like a 2 out of 3 falls match or something like that. So I think they're probably gonna end up having Caden Carter and Chance, kind of win. Mandy Rose taking on Wendy Chu for the NXT Women's Championship. Mandy Rose is obviously going to retain, no questions to ask. Then we have Cameron Grimes versus Carmelo Hayes for the NXT North American Championship. Cameron Grimes is another one that needs to be on the main roster. I think that Cameron Grimes is going to retain, and I think maybe you can kind of move Carmelo Hayes up to the main event scene. I think he would do well against Bron Breakker. That's just me. And then, speaking of Bron Breakker, let's go ahead and do Bron Breakker versus Joe Gacy for the NXT Championship. this needs to open up the show, in my opinion. This needs to open up the show. If not, it needs to be on, second on the card, in my opinion. Braun Breaker's gonna win hands down. So yeah. And then Legado del Fantasma versus the Family, that being Stacks and Two Dimes, along with Tony D'Angelo. I think that Tony D'Angelo is going to win. I think that the Family, they're going to win. Here's why. Legado del Fantasma, they've been on NXT for a minute. They've been in NXT for quite some time. It's time for their call-up. But I don't see this feud really coming to an abrupt end until the SummerSlam weekend. So I think they could end up, kind of siding with the Family, that being a Legado del Fantasma, and then kind of have them get jealous of the Family, and then, kind of, have them turn on the Family, and then maybe you could do like another 6-man tag, but have it be like a Falls Count Anywhere, and then like the losing team leaves NXT. And I think that's what they'll probably end up doing. So yeah, there's that. So thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for my videos. Oh, I forgot to mention, there was a segment involving Tiffany Stratton and Roxy. They were both given vignettes and promo time during the vignettes, and really good stuff from both ladies. I do think that I want Stratton to win, but you can kind of save her for later on down the line. Obviously, Roxy is going to win. Obviously, Roxanne Perez is going to win. She's perfect to dethrone Mandy. And then you can still kind of feud Stratton and Perez later on down the line, obviously. I think that's what they're going to end up doing anyway. Because Mandy Rose, just like all of Toxic Attraction, they've been running the scene for about 8 months. It's time for them to go to the main roster and, win the Women's Tag Team Championships. And I don't know what they're going to do with Mandy, because, with Ronda being champion and Bianca being champion, she ain't getting gold for quite some time, so I don't know. But they need to have Toxic on the main roster. Toxic Attraction needs to go on the main roster. So, thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe for my videos. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
To the end.